Hello YouTube! Choo Choo Dino is back, baby! And I am so sorry for the long hiatus, everyone. It took me a while in order to get everything under control in life, but I'm back! And this time I am coming to you, for a train review. And, I'm pretty sure the last one that I did was, from my local hobby store at Hub Hobby for the, Athens GP38, starter set. Now I've decided to go back there and see what else they had because my grandparents were offering me a birthday gift that I had about a few months ago, but I digress. So today I'm going to show you possibly one of my favorite engine models, and let's get to that right now. Alrighty then, guys. So perhaps I should give you a little background about this locomotive. I have been a huge fan of trains for as long as I can remember, and I mean, most of the time my favorite locomotives were that of the steam team on Thomas the Tank Engine, like, 060 Switchers and the A3 Pacifics, like Gordon. Also, I'm also a huge fan of American locomotives, such as the Union Pacific Big Boy or Southern Pacific Daylight. All of those big locomotives. But of course, we gotta give a little respect and tribute to the small tail heroes. So, let's give you a little hint of what I'm looking for at. I am looking at a Bachmann Spectrum model. And if you could tell by the title, I am dealing with 44 tonner, which is possibly a super, super, super tiny locomotive. They're built by General Electric Motor Industries, the same people who would do, like your house appliances and so on. But they were also known for making, like, some basic diesel locomotives, such as the 45-tonner Switcher, which is which is related to the predecessor of the 44-tonner, which, sorry for the guys, make it more professional. So let's open the box and have a closer detail at this little guy here. So, what you should know is that switchers are, well, they used to play the role of, and still do actually, of, well, moving carts around and making sure that all the locomotive parts are, sorry about the bird out there, guys. Their main job is to organize locomotives around and make sure that they all go to the area that they are meant to be. The 45-tonners and 44-tonners as well worked for the United States military, mostly the Army or Navy, which were dockside switchers and moved small objects or maybe even tugged boats around too. Correct me if I'm wrong though, guys, down in the comments. Thank you. Thank you if I do anything bad. Do that in the comments. Thank you. And the reason why I get so much into this little guy is because at the Jackson Street Train Museum, they have a 45-tonner called General Ben. Now, sadly, this locomotive has the basic, United States Army Transportation Corps markings and has a random number of 1209, which I really don't know much about. My favorite part about these locomotives, though, is the connecting rods here. So, like, all of these old or early models of diesel locomotives would be very similar to that of steam locomotive features, which probably, I don't know why they would do that, but hey, it's a designer thing. So as we get a little closer in, we have the small bell down there, which is an obvious use, the air brake pipes where my thumb is, right here, and the connecting rods do pull a feature. It's a very complex engine design, and just like what the prototype it's based off of, this model has two engines, one right under here and the other one right here. So at both ends. I guess the main reason why they kind of had that was so that way when they were pulling heavier loads, they would use both engines at the same time because, well, they're not really the best known for speed. These guys were, the maximum speed you can get out of these things was like 40 miles an hour, and that's it. I mean, pray to God, it would be a miracle to get it up to the speed of high-speed trains nowadays, like 60 and 70. This thing probably would blow something up before it would do that. And lastly is the cab detail. The guy at my store, which I will give a shout out to, Nick, thank you very much for for showing me this product because I really, really love the 45-tonner, one of my favorite diesel engines. So you got yourself a little guy in the cab, and I'm pretty sure that with there being 2 seats, there would be 2 operators. But again, correct me if I'm wrong, comment section, because I'm bound to get something wrong. And with that said, let's now move on to the capabilities of this locomotive and see how well it runs. And here we are, guys. Um, so I got the power on, and we take a look at the front, which is a very nice feature. I slowly power it. Oh, whoops, wrong way. Alright. So as I slowly power it up, you can see that the engine is not moving, but its light is on. And now it slowly starts to move. This is the exact speed that many of these locomotives would have gone at. So this is like, possibly, 4, 5, yeah, maybe 4 or 5 miles per hour. They really weren't the fastest. Like, I mean, I'm not even kidding. This thing will lose to just about any other locomotive. Like, maybe against the 44-tonner as well. Oh, oops. I'm on you. I also should mention that that is not the locomotive's fault if it stalls. That's because of the track, and that I have not used it in a while. Come on, come on. There you go. And if I give it more power, it'll run a little bit better. So this is when it would move at 10 or 15, and this is probably the maximum speed it would go at in the yard. You know, I mean, like, those are tight corners that it has. And this thing can go pretty fast, even though the original prototype couldn't do that. Come on. So yeah, as you can tell, my tracks are a huge problem for this thing. And it's brand new too, though, guys. Like, I mean, well, no, not brand new. It's actually a few years old, really. Well, I mean, I don't think it's brand new. Another cool feature is that this locomotive has dual switching headlights. Meaning that in the direction that it's going, its headlight will turn on, but its backlight will be off. So you see here, it's on. If I could just keep it running. Another neat feature about this little guy is that he has dual wielding headlights. So that means that if I were to get him to go in one direction, the headlight in the back would be turned off and vice versa. So as such. So that's pretty neat. Now we will move on to its strength capability and its flexibility. So let me get you guys a overhead view. So what I have down here are these switches here, and I'm going to switch them to this caboose down here. Now what our little guy got to do here is go down this siding through all of these express points, then get to that locomotive, back all the way down here, push those cars down there, and then push the caboose all the way around the site and back onto the back of that tank car. So, let's see if he can do it. Also, guys, a little bit of a heads up, since I have so many dead switches here, I'm gonna have to make sure that this guy goes at a speed that's completely ridiculous, but, yeah. Just to show off his amazing capabilities. Next, I'm gonna put the engine down over here. Wait a minute. Wait, hang on, guys. Let me just cheat a little bit here and put the caboose here. So, wait. Great. Okay, now I completely forgot what I was gonna do. Well, I mean, oh, wait, now I remember. Okay, let's see. How was it going to do this? That's right, I remember now. Gotta put it on that mid-siding, that way he can get around. Leave it sitting here. Okay, without derailing it. Ah, that's... Now that's another thing too, guys. If you leave the power low enough, it'll actually go idle. Kind of like how you would leave your engine idle in the yard, and yeah. Okay, hang on. Tractor switched. Alright, let's ram this bad boy here. Now we switch the tracks. And we have our little loco push this caboose all around the yard. And away we go. So this is its actual speed at full power. This thing is like extremely slow. All the gears inside are meant for it to move at an extremely low speed. So trying to get it to go at full speed is going to be very difficult. Lastly, we then get this locomotive to couple up the caboose, and then we move the train over the switch. Right to here. Then we're going to have this guy couple up from behind. Yes. Another thing about this locomotive is that it has one main flaw, in that is thanks to those traction rods, it makes it difficult to actually know where this engine's wheels are. But I mean, I'm not complaining, I do like the design. And lastly, we're gonna back up and pull this train away. Dead zones, seriously. There we go. And let's go. Choo choo. And lastly is the price. So the guy at the store, he told me about the price, and as of right now, Bachmenn is still making these locomotives, and the retail price that I got it at, as of right now, May 18th, Tuesday, the price was that of $155. Now, that's actually not that bad of a price, although, speaking about, like, shunters, their prices are usually around, like, $99.99 or close to $100. But for a locomotive that was made by Bachmenn with this much detail, I have to admit, the price is definitely worth it. So for this engine, I definitely recommend this for any and all rail fans. And, like, I just love this thing so much. And if you see this at a store, give it a buy, and it'll be a really good shunter for you. Also, these things come DCC ready, and I have a DCC installed as well. Equipped, I meant. So, yeah, that's actually really, really nice. So, if I had a DCC controller, I could actually move this thing around, shunting in the yards while another train on the express line would be moving. And that would be pretty cool. So, yeah. With that said, I'm going to end this video with the train making its rounds. So with that said, sayonara YouTube, and keep on chugging. Choo choo!